Virgo, how you doing, guys? So we are here to do your November part of a deeper look into your soulmate's life and situation, and then we go over thoughts and feelings also on the other side. So we're going to see what's going to happen through November for your partner. So please keep in mind that obviously you would be a part of this, whatever comes out. So if you're cross-watching, it's a general reading. So please, it's not a dig at you. If anything comes out, it's just a reading for Virgo. So please keep in mind, guys, that this is what's going on with your partner or possible, because it's general. So let's see, Virgo, Sun, Moon, Rising and Venus, what's going on with their soulmate? What's going on with Virgo's soulmate or love partner interest? What's going on in their lives? Virgo's love partner or soulmate, what's going on in their lives? What's going on with Virgo's partner, soulmate's life? Oh, please make sure that you also check out the recommended reader, which is Robin Realms Readings, and you can find a link to her channel in the description. Please make sure that you go over and pay it forward and say that I said, hi Robin. So Virgo, what's going on in your partner's life? Your judgment. They're coming up against judgment. They have now a clear path and a clear decision that if you have decided to say yes or no, this is a yes or no, but it's an answer of why. So it's curiosity. Curiosity of an energy shift that has now came up against judgment. So someone also, I heard, came up against the judge. Judge, jury. Judge and the jury. This is like executing parts of the mind that they are now free. So they're finding some kind of financial freedom, but they're also having a decision that would make within their soul groups. So when the energy shifts, your soul group shifts and people have to keep up with the times. So what your soulmate is realizing, that there's something coming towards them or it's something coming towards you, but you would be a part of this. So this would be also your friends or family or people that you intervene with on a day-to-day life. So your whole life, so their whole life and your life changes, because this is you and them and everybody. So their whole life now is being changed. Their energy is shifted. They're having to have a conversation with someone about something that is ending in their life, or a job description that's ending in their life, that they are now have a new process that's being pretty much downloaded into their subconscious of ideas and being more free. This is more free now, where they realize that there's probably a discussion that is looming now, that within their soul groups there's a dynamic shift where it's now ending, and it's hopefully a beginning with you, Virgo, if you want your partner soulmate. But that would mean if it's a love dynamic, that they're going to come back to you in order to ask you something. Okay, so too many cards. So continue on this reading, please, for Virgo's soulmate. What's going on in their life? Continue on this reading, please, for Virgo's soulmate for November. What's going on in their life? Thank you. So Sagittarius energy. Okay, so if they are having a discussion, that would be with a Sagittarius. Okay, they're having to, because somebody within their soul group, it's kind of like a big discussion and a big thing that is going to happen, that they really realize that in order to, because this is open and this is not open, so it's kind of like an open, non-open communication that's going on, where they realize that they have to have this talk for discovering whether something's over or not. So if you have a love interest and they are with the Sagittarius, that would be them. If it's a soul group, family member or friend, then that's a discussion that they've got to have now. But it would be a more healthier choice for them. Okay, more a healthier choice for them. So they're picking the healthy option. So if there is something of a dynamic in their life, they're choosing you. But we'll have to see, Virgo. But pretty much there's a discussion that your soulmate is going through of more of a healthy option of in their life of generally what's best for them, which is good, because they'll learn a huge lesson through an energy shift of what's best for them in their life in general, that's going to alter the course of destiny, that will propel things forward for them. Now, if that's a part of you, then that's still them making a huge I heard dilemma. There's a dilemma. Someone could be very dramatic in their life, that they are like demanding. There could be someone demanding some kind of information from them, that because this is like demanding to want to know, but it's kind of like both people don't want to know. So the person that they're in discussions with is kind of like there's a process that they're going through of like, well, I don't really want to hear it. Well, I don't really want to know. And they're having some kind of dynamic shift about feeling optimism about in their life of where they're at, that they probably don't feel optimistic at the moment. So they're having to have this discussion with this person that could be anybody, but could be generally Sagittarius, possible Scorpio, about a Scorpio. It's either the discussion that they're going to have is about transformation in general, but it could be about a Scorpio in your chart or someone. Okay, sorry, but I get lost with who's who. Someone's having like an identity crisis. They're having a bit of an identity crisis, but it might not be an identity. Someone's like a newborn identity that they're going through, of where this is to do with the financial move and home. So it's a home move that they're going through. Thank you. Identity. They're trying to find their identity of where they belong. So there's a longing to be with you, as what I'm picking up for a lot of you, but there's a belonging to a contract that they're seeing here. Now, if that's a love partner, that's a love partner. If it's not, it's just home and a discussion that they've got to have with someone about feeling optimistic, generally about a decision that they want to make now, okay? So, let's see, continue on what's going on in Virgo's life's partner, Virgo's soulmate, what's going on with them in their life through November. Virgo's soulmate, what's going on in their life through November. Virgo, what's going on? Thank you. So yeah, they're having to make it's a financial move. It's a decision about home for me. Home. So you've got the Ten of Wands. It is about home. They're having to make where they're putting everything together. Where they're thinking, I've got so much to do now. So much to do. So if this is a move that they're making towards you, okay, or them you or you them, but they're coming up with like space where they're trying to make space for this discussion that they've got to have with whoever this is in their life, and they're making that because it is also about making space to have this discussion that they've got to have. But I think a lot of it is to do with an actual move. Now that might be a job, or it could just be a town place that they've got to move from one place here to be with you, but they've got to have this discussion with this person about rent and about bills and about things being moved out, clutter, being cluttered up. There's something in their mind that could be clutter. Like, it's like, I think it's just generally this conversation that they've got to have with this person that's worrying them a little. It doesn't have to be a lot. Ten of Wands isn't really about worry. It's stress that's building up because they realise, okay, well, I've got to pack all my stuff up and I've got to move. And I have to have this discussion with this person. But meanwhile, whilst this conversation is still looming, that I have to start packing stuff and like figure out bus tickets and stuff like that, move my toothbrush, it's not, but toothbrush and toothpaste and all that kind of stuff. Contracts here are over. So they're probably watching their phone, looking for messages. There's also what I'm hearing, like messages about from this person, that the non-communication, because it's kind of like, when are they going to speak? When are they going to say something? It's kind of like they're waiting for a message to come through and they're getting stressed out about. I think that it could be some of them, it is an actual Sagittarius, okay? But if you're cross-watching and this is a parent or a situation that's going on and you're cross-watching and you're a Sag, then this might be a dilemma that you've got going on that you can cross-watch this for, okay? But that is generally where work is now for them, is added. There's added pressure. I'm picking up like tension, like tense. Someone's a bit tense in their field of who they're talking to. They're tense. This card can represent tense, okay? Present tense, future tense, or tense. But living in the present tense at the moment for them is becoming very stressful because they realise that they've got to make this decision about this move, okay? Let's see what's going on. But that could be, for some of you, it's a move in general. For some of you, it's a job description that they're looking at, okay? And that could be a reflection of what this discussion's going on with probably Sagittarian energy, is that, because this could be Leo, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, so you work out who your partner is, okay? But they could be having this discussion about what they want to do because they want to be with you, but they're having to have this discussion with them because it's either over rent and bills and money, or it's about a financial move and a job description move, or a town or a place. And that's what they've got to go through. And I think that it's causing them some amount of like worry because they're not opened up to this person yet. Depends on a finalizing. There's a deadline as well. They're trying to stick to deadlines, or this person makes them stick to a deadline. For some of them, it's like there's a structure in this person's field of energy that is to do with it's structured. It's like the bar, which is like rent and stuff like that. There's a bar of conditioning and society that they're going through stress with, because the raising of rent also for them might be more freer when they come to you, that there's more of an opportunity of them to grow spiritually and to grow financially free, and these would be projects and stuff that they can do with you, but there's a big looming conversation that's going on that's kind of stopping their like when life changes, the all here, you have to keep up with the times and change. And it's kind of like there is someone in somebody's field that is like refusing to change at the moment. It doesn't have to be a big dilemma, but there is someone of a conversation that needs to be had with them, because it's a dilemma of the world's changing and people are changing, and if you don't choose, then I'm going to have to force your hand by moving from this energy here that's probably refusing to do anything different. Okay, if you're cross-watching, please don't take offense. I've got to read the cards. But that's what that is. There's some kind of offense. There might be, for some of them, there is some kind of offense that was taken by something that was taken from their home here. Okay, and there was an offense. Why am I hearing that? Like a law-abiding... someone said something at someone's home with them, and it was offensive, and it's caused this. Well, you haven't said this, and you haven't... I think they're miscommunicating. With this person that they are half in discussions with, there's some kind of not missed opportunity, but missed communication, where they're not quite on the same level, do you know, of conversation. I think their conditioning is that they've been in this, whatever it is, this soul group lesson for a long time. And because it's a bit of a, not jealousy kind of thing that they're going on, but more of a like, well, you're changing. Well, why aren't you changing? Well, we need to like apart because life's changing. A life-changing event they're going through. If this is resonating with you guys, please make sure that you leave a comment, like, share and comment, and to let me know if it is actually resonating with you. But I've got loads of stuff coming up, Virgo. Loads of different... We're going to take things in a complete different direction. There's going to be a lot of stuff outside of tarot as well. So if you want to join my new channel, but it will come up on this one as well. The new channel is called Everything, and you can find that below as well. So concentrate. They're trying to concentrate at work, and it's distracting them also at work, where they're trying to concentrate on their work. But I think this conversation that they have to have with this person is distracting them. There's some kind of distraction that's going on. Yeah, I'm going to take that card. They're having to have courage. This is someone that might be mocking someone of like being able to... I think they're just going through a phase where it's like financially being able to stand on your own 2 feet, okay? That this person might point out things about them that's making them feel you're part... It's either a discussion or it's a feeling that they're going through, that because they haven't really had this mutual understanding in their life, that they are realizing that they're having to have courage, 9 of Wands, so it's Leo to me, but anybody, fire sign, in having courage to financially stand on their own 2 feet. So this probably means that they're like, well, I've got the strength in order to do that, and I'm going to move forward regardless, and I'm going my own way. But I have to accomplish this in order to pass the energy and to have this discussion so I can get past this milestone in my life. So milestone is going to be like this huge energy shift that's happening. That's what I'm saying. This is a huge decision, because it's a milestone is what I'm picking up. This is a big energy shift milestone that would relate so much to your astrology, but so much also to patterns that has happened in this person's life for a long time. that their conditioning is now free and open, that they are changing. They are really changing, because this is having to go outside of the bounds of reality and go outside the bounds of the norm and break away from that to be able to face facts from people here that might be some kind of fear in their energy of like, well, what are other people going to say? What is society going to say? And this person at the moment, as what I'm feeling, is kind of like, well, you know what, Sid, I don't give a shit. I am going to make this decision and I'm going to have to stand on my own 2 feet. And it's not a feeling of like I have to, it's kind of like a feeling of I want to. But there is a big decision, because it's a huge ending, because this is a completion, this is an ending, the 10, but both of them reflect a 10, 1, 9, 10. So it's like 2 10s. And well, so it's like a massive decision and an energy shift that they are going through spiritually as well, where they are probably getting loads of synchronicities of time, where it's aligning them up with an energy shift that Spirit's trying to tell them and say it's time. You know, the bells rung, someone's bells rung. There's some children or something I'm hearing as well in the background, children, but the bells rung. School times, school's out for summer, right? Someone's out for summer, or got plans, thank you, plans for summer events that are coming up for some, where it might be around Christmas time. I'm not saying that that's summer, it depends on where you are in the hemisphere, but like, I'm picking up school's out, or something, or I'm out. Why am I hearing that? I'm out. But also, I still will remain to say, please make sure that you keep in mind that I'm reading this for your partner that you're watching it for. It's either your love partner, your soulmate, or someone that's in your field that you're concerned or interested about. Okay, it still comes out through these reflections. Yeah, Virgo. There you are, Virgo. So there's a huge decision that is now where you're in it. You're in it because it's here. The Hermit. Judgment, Hermit, Temperance. 3 cards. Major Arcana. Major shifts. They're obviously soul searching, but I think they're studying something where they're going to be going through like documentations, gathering things together, looking at rents, looking at bills, trying to figure something out, working. This person's working. So this could be you, Virgo, that's in it, that's working hard for the support of this energy that's coming to you regardless. Here, this energy is coming to you regardless. It's finding courage and strength because it's wisdom. It's wisdom. So what they're going through in their life, okay, is that they're having to have this discussion here. And it's causing some kind of unknown. The Hermit to me is the unknown, okay? Meaning like they just think a lot and they're probably not wanting to hurt this person's feelings, okay, regardless. They're not one of the sign of not wanting to hurt this person's feelings of this discussion that needs to be had here. Sagittarius energy. Because they're not studying. Some of them are studying something that could be esoteric, that are studying about control in their life, of things that have been controlling, and reflections of what's good and what's bad in my life and what's really generally good for me, that I have to break out of this cycle because it's 10 and it's done and it's over, and they're having to now make this firm decision here because this is you here. So I'm also sorry, but I also get cross-matched, watched energy of Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Sorry, sometimes my vision goes deeper than so I get like messages for others. There's something to do with the others. I think it's a reflection of energy that's coming from this Judgment card, that there are others to consideration. There are others to consider in this big move, which would mean their families and their friends and the people and their job description, there are going to have to have discussions through this one card about altering time altogether, meaning making time work for you. If they're coming to you, is that they have to alter their time schedule altogether to do with work and to do with their family time and to do with the time with you, but they're having to alter all that because it's altering, which means that the universe is just time there, it's there, there's loads of it, but they're having to realise to keep up with the time, and the times is the fact that I keep picking up the times, like newspaper, like they're probably looking in the adverts of newspapers for something, newspapers, or it's the internet about a project here. It could be you of a project that you want to do together, which would be work, which would be generally working together. I think this is going through some of their minds of a project that they want to do, but it's fitting in the time and altering it around stuff that they really want to do, but they're getting stressed out at work because what they want to do is be with you, right? Because you're here and they're coming towards you here with courage and strength to be able to say something. So what I'm feeling is that they're having to say something here, but because this card is going this way, and my reflection is it's coming towards a decision that's going to be made, which is talking to you, okay? So it's talking to you about a complete dynamic shift that pulls them towards this energy here because it's more grounded, is more stable. Virgo energy, regardless, would be more grounded and stable and would come up more of a great solution of how to dissolve this energy here. So if you're in discussions with your soulmate or partner, then you would know about this and that you're in discussions with them and they're coming towards you because it's more of a relaxed feeling of being able to ground the relationship with like finances and money and feel more support with you generally, okay? Or you're doing that as a team work, okay, together spiritually, but also as a partnership. Please, how long have we gone on for? 22. I bet you've been picking up on that quite a lot, a few of you, right? But let's see. One more card, please. Okay. So yeah, something is going on as a huge dynamic in their life, because somebody, this is someone that's pointing out things that could be very analytical. They could be analysing a situation that's what's best for them, because there is someone that's pointing out stuff that needs to be done. This needs to be done, that needs to be done. What are you doing about it? Have you made a decision yet? Have you made a decision? It's kind of like this person's being forced to make a decision because the other person that they're talking to is probably analytical and they're analysing the situation over and over again, and they're probably pointing out mistakes or things that they might make, and that might be some fear of anxiety that they're having to make because this person would be someone that's been in their life for a while. Some of it is to do with a mother or child or grandmother for some of it, okay? But you've got the Knight of Coins, which is having to make a decision about things that they want to do to... This is kind of like when they make decisions themselves and projects that they want to work on, I think that they fear that these people will mock them for doing what they want to do, which is to just relax in the sun, just relax and just take time out to do things for themselves and stuff that they want to do, literally. And that when that reflection happens, they might worry about this person that is going to mock them. Is more of a mocking kind of energy there, of like, this person's like, well, I don't really care, I'm just going to do this because I love doing it. So because I love doing it so much, these people are kind of like trying to get their attention to this guy that's kind of, or woman, that's kind of like saying, you know what, I don't really care. So there's some kind of energy around that, and you come up against the Queen, or they're coming up against the Queen of Blades, which is a decision that is still looming, where it's like someone might not have made a decision because they fear that this person could be very snappy in their energy and that they might just be rash. They might make a rash decision. Rash decision. So they're probably realizing that they have to make a decision, but they're trying to make a right decision, meaning like, I don't want to make a rash decision, I just have to contemplate on it and think about it more. But we'll have to see if this is an external environment, because this is the Queen of Blades, which can mean a mother, father, the friend, a job description, a complete move. But this would be them taking on new leadership roles, also the Queen of Blades. But this is them trying to cut that behaviour out. They're trying not to listen to the ego, but they are going through something, I would say, of periods of control that's controlling their emotions. There's someone in there that's controlling their thoughts, very much, their thoughts. It's altering their feelings, but it's more analytical, where this could be a card of they're analysing a situation to T, meaning they're going over the dots and the I's and the T's, and they're crossing them and making sure that everything is right here, right. But these energies could also be you, okay? Which would mean, because this could be a lot of decisions about moving departments as well, for some of them, like department stores or departments, because there's a lot of work decisions. The Queen of Swords Blades here is like work decisions, and like people that are pointing stuff out at them, which might be their family, that they might fear that is gonna have some kind of like interfered energy. There's like an interfered energy around them. Okay, so well, it's nearly half an hour, so we're going to go on to the other side, guys. So if you want to see this on Vimeo, you can, but we're going to clarify them, do more cards, and then we'll go into their thoughts and their feelings of how they're thinking and how they're feeling about you. This is just what's going on in their life, okay? A lot of decisions that need to be made, but then we go over clarifying them and then thoughts and feelings. You can find this over on Vimeo in the link below as just a single reading, but if you join Patron, you obviously get your monthly weeklies, which is the first week, the last week, and then this reading as well, and then possibly one more if I have a chance to do another reading. That's what you get for Patreon, okay? If not, and you just want to watch this reading, it will be also over on Vimeo. Please make sure, if you want a personal reading, that you also reach out on the link below. But me and my girlfriend have got so much stuff going on that we're going to we're going to do loads of things that are going to involve music and stuff like that, that's going to come up on this channel, but also the other channel that I've got, which is called Everything. So please make sure that you subscribe to that. When it builds up, we'll start adding videos slowly to that, but you will still see things here. Please make sure that you hit the bell, and then the bell to say that there's other videos coming up that might interest you, but we'll see. I'm going to keep it a secret at the moment, but we've got some big projects. So let's get on with the rest of the reading, and hopefully see you over on Vimeo or over on Patreon, guys. Thanks very much, and I'll see you again soon. Peace.